is mid-November, and I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, how's it going? And I invited any angelic beings that wanted to say something, and your guardian angels have a message for you. And what they want to say is steady progress. They are honoring you for the progress that they see that you're making. These are your guardian angels that are with you all the time, and they want to say, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in all of your activities. We can clearly see the contribution that you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Isn't that beautiful? So they wanted to come in here mid-November and just say, hey, we see you. We acknowledge you for all the efforts that you're putting in, for all the love that you share, for the love that you see and that you are in the world. Steady progress. Keep going, Libra. You're not alone. Your angels are with you. They see you and they acknowledge you for what you've been doing. You also get the turtle spirit comes in right next to this, talking about steady progress, slow and steady, wins the race. So turtle's coming in to say, yeah, slow and steady, that's what wins the race. So with turtle spirit there, keep going. In a way of letting you know that they're there, they're inviting you to notice the signs. They're saying, yes, we are sending you signs. So if you've been getting feathers, coins, objects that you've been asking for kind of thing, if they're showing up in your path, signs from numbers, bumper stickers, they can come from anywhere. They're saying, yes, they are heaven sent, is what they're saying. So, is what this says. Yes, the signs that you've been receiving are from heaven. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs, and you can ask too, specifically, to see something. And they will show you, to remind you that you are loved and that you are never alone. So yes, they're with you, they acknowledge you, and not only that, not only wanting to come in here now and say and just sort of significantly acknowledge you, but also on a regular basis they're sending signs. So you also got from your guardian angels to daydream. Don't hesitate to daydream. So while some of you, your energy to me feels very just kind of relaxed is the word. Like it feels powerful is a word that I use often. You guys feel like you're, I wouldn't say content, but calm. There's a calmness about your energy right now that's really nice, that's really good. So while you're relaxing, just kind of trying to go with the flow, you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie in your mind. This is the seat of creativity. So while you're daydreaming, just kind of take a relax. See, maybe that's where I was getting relaxed. When you're daydreaming, you're in a very relaxed state. And in that state, you can have, thoughts can sort of come in. So as they're giving you signs, some of those signs will include sort of daydreams, like images in your mind, in your mind's eye. Oh, how cool is that? Yeah, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance. So practice some daydreaming here in November. Practice some daydreaming and just kind of relax your thoughts and see what comes in. All right, as far as while that's happening, they're saying, to pause. You also get pause. That's coming also next to daydreaming. Just kind of relax. There's just kind of relaxing. pause. Pause is a really good thing to do if you're in between sort of trying to work something out. You know, many people right now, the masses, there's so many changes going on, and many people are sort of in this in-between place where the things, the way that life has been, there's this huge realization that things just can't keep going the way that they have been. You see it in governments too, especially here in America. The changes are just tremendous. And then it's like, okay, well, logically then, if we're not going to do things like this, then how do we want to do things? It's kind of this in-between place where it feels like many people are right now. So for you guys, you know, your guardian angels are with you. They're giving you signs. Notice them. Part of the signs are a bit of clairvoyance, images in your mind's eye. So allow yourself to just sort of pause your daily routines, your daily Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of life. Don't hesitate to pause and just daydream a bit. Open your mind to what might come in. You're also being asked to retreat as part of this pause, right? These all are kind of very much going together. This is going across, very much going across together. Daydream, pause, retreat. So the pause might be, you know, that might even be a moment at work. I'm seeing sort of a person in an office, at work, you know, where they take a 10-minute break during one of their breaks. Just maybe sit outside in nature and just allow yourself to daydream just during your break. Allow yourself to just kind of stop what you're doing and daydream a little bit. The retreat feels a little bit more, you know, like maybe for a weekend, maybe take a weekend retreat, or absolutely take yourself out of a situation. So if you're having challenges at home, for example, then you might take a Saturday to yourself and go somewhere. Just go somewhere else, just retreat from the environment that might be causing some challenges and some stress for you. Retreat and get away from it. You also got the higher education card, so they're asking you to sort of maybe do some research on healing, maybe some research on the situation in some way, you know, whatever the key words are. Just you could Google it and do a little bit of research on, you know, sort of how to work through the situation, ways that you can work through it. Whatever it might be. They're really not telling me. It feels very general. It feels like it may be different for you, depending on what it is for you. It could be a variety of things, whatever the challenges are. Whatever is no longer working in your past, whether it's relationship, work, where you live, friendships, how you go about, you know, how you interact with yourself even. It could be anything at all. Now this card is really interesting. It comes from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and it's called the Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony, and this is coming up under retreat and higher education. And what this card is saying, and they want me to read this, it's an unfinished symphony, so it feels like the stuff from the past. Maybe there's some things, closure, right? Maybe as far as, you know, if you're in this in-between place, back here it's not working anymore from the past, you're wanting to know what would I like to do now going forward. And it's like the first thing you'd want to do is get some closure on the past. What can you take from it? What can you learn from it so that you don't repeat the same mistakes? All of humanity, this is talking to all of humanity now. We don't want to repeat the same mistakes. So whatever you may have gone through that's no longer working, why? Why didn't it work? You know, who were you in those situations and in those relationships? How can you, you know, shift things within yourselves as you go to the life that you would like to have in any and all areas? So Unfinished Symphony is asking you to get closure, get clear about why things didn't work. What was the root? What was the root? And do any healings that might be called for before you go completely forward. So let's see what this says. Unfinished business. Lack of closure, yeah. A need to make amends, maybe, if there's some forgiveness that needs to happen for yourself, for others. Maybe some shifts in your own power, kind of stepping into your own power, those kinds of things. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance of where you've been and where you are now. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers that you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. All right? Beautiful. From the wisdom of the oracle. Pause, retreat, do some research, and get some closure on what didn't work in the past, what you're no longer willing to tolerate, who you would like to be moving forward. All of these things, like pause and look at that to get your closure. Once you have closure, then it's the perfect time to go forward. Once you have that closure, it's like we're wired to go, okay, close the book, done, I got it, I got the lessons, now I know who I am and who I want to be and who I'm going to be and who I am. And now is the time, like, what's next, right? You almost get this from closure to excitement about what's next. Now is the perfect time for you to act on any inspirations that come to you as you get this closure, what comes to you. This is also coming up under your daydreams, where Spirit is giving you some images of what you might like for the future. Now's a really good time to act on that. Everyone and everything is on your side, supporting a positive outcome for you as you look to go forward. The final card that you got is from the Rhino. Overcoming any obstacle, overcoming obstacles, overcoming any obstacle. So the Rhino is your final card. He wants to come in here at the end, now that you have been, you've got some closure from the past, you're ready to move forward. If anything gets in your way, like, nothing's going to stop you, is what he's saying. Don't let anything stop you. Overcome any obstacle. And what he says is, we always have the choice to press ahead, and Rhino's strength offers you the power to break through any stubborn obstacles or anything that tries to get in your way. This animal spirit knows there's more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino spirit appears, you're reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways, by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that just drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you, by not giving them any attention. They get no focus. Poof. Right? Apply your Rhino spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand. For you have magic to make, and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome. Rhino also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to try to prevent you from getting what you want, it could mean that something better is coming. Have you ever experienced that? I've experienced that so many times, where you know, you just keep pushing to accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sometimes it's not meant to, and it's not as easy to see while you're in it. But oftentimes once you get this better thing and can look back on it, it's like, oh, okay, I'm so glad I didn't get that. Because if I had, then I wouldn't have been able to get this better thing. So sometimes, as the Rhino spirit is saying, you can overcome any obstacle. Sometimes, even as hard as you try, if it's not working out, let that be a good thing. Because Spirit has your back. They're with you, right? They're with you. Spirit is with you. So sometimes if things aren't working, use that sort of creativity of yours. Allow one of the aspects of creativity to go, okay, maybe there's a reason. Something better's coming. And just allow that. The Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the very best for you. So sometimes things don't come. Let that be a good thing. Let it be good. Also kind of let it be easy. It's just like, okay, you know, you might sort of set a limit for yourself. Like, I am going to do everything I possibly can, and once I have done that, then kind of hand it over to Spirit, and if it's meant to be, it will come, and if not, there's something better. You can count on it. There's something better. All right? Okay, Libra. That is your message for mid-November. So you have the November reading. We have this little touching in, you know, kind of popping in to say, to let your guardian angels and animal spirits share this with you. The end of the month you can find in the extended readings. The link is down below. I love you. Take really good care of yourselves. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Mwah.